Is there even a point in us renewing our vows? Because we might not even make it to our anniversary, which is on Christmas. Like, I'm about sick and tired of this man and his cheating and lying and him manipulating and starting arguments with me when it's not even necessary. Like, I'm gonna go to get a hotel room and I'm just gonna stay out by myself this weekend. I think I need some time for myself to think. And I really was like, every weekend? You need every weekend? So when is there going to be time for me? Like, when is there going to be time for us? Like, when are we going to be intimate? Are we even in a marriage at this point? Are we roommates? What is going on? Because you ain't ever home, and when I'm home, I'm feeling all alone. This book had some twists and turns in it. I promise you, I was not anticipating it. Welcome back to my channel. As you see, I have another book review for you. Okay, this book is titled A Winter Kiss from the Thug I Love. It is a standalone and it is by Bonnie Blanco. I adored this book. Okay, I feel like this book was a good speed for me. It was perfect. Okay, the main character, I loved her name as well. Her name was Charming, and I was like, that is so cute. Like, that might be the first time I done seen a character named this before. So Charm, right? Charm, I was rooting for my girl from the beginning, okay? Because she seemed like a good woman. Now, Charm is married to Neil, and Neil is very, very focused on his career, okay? He is trying to climb the corporate ladder. He is showing up and showing out. He's working overtime. He is always on the grind. And while Charm appreciates his determination and ambitious nature, Charm gets to the point where she's like, so when is there going to be time for me? Like, when is there going to be time for us? Like, when are we going to be intimate? Are we even in a marriage at this point? Are we roommates? What is going on? Because you ain't ever home, and when I'm home, I'm feeling all alone. Okay, so I was really rooting for Charm. Charm needs a break. Okay, so when her best friend offers her an opportunity to come out on a girls trip, she's like, you know what? Maybe I need to do that, because Neil comes home and doesn't do anything but pick arguments with her. Like, Neil will literally sit here and pick a fight and then be like, I'm gonna go to get a hotel room and I'm just gonna stay out by myself this weekend. I think I need some time for myself to think. And I really was like, every weekend? You need every weekend to think. Boy, just tell that girl you cheating. Like, at this point, she knows it's okay. Just be honest. Give her the choice to choose, because maybe she wants to be out every weekend too. And I was happy when my girl finally got a backbone, because Charm was like, I'm gonna tell him at the last minute that I'm going out on a vacation too. I'm going out on a trip too. Charm is so unhappy in her marriage and she wants to leave, but unfortunately their vow renewal ceremony is coming up, and her parents have already spent a lot of money on it. They've already invited so many people. Charm is really contemplating, like, is there even a point in us renewing our vows? Because we might not even make it to our anniversary, which is on Christmas. Like, I'm about sick and tired of this man and his cheating and lying and him manipulating and starting arguments with me when it's not even necessary. Like, he's just arguing to argue at this point, and my girl is so tired of it. Charm goes on this trip and she enjoys herself. And Neil is kind of sort of trying to do little sweet things to get her attention. He's kind of trying to be affectionate and stuff, but it's obviously short lived because it's not genuine. So while she's on the trip, she decides, I'm not really about to be calling this man and answering his phone calls or answering his texts. Like, I'll get to him when I get to him. And she also told him at the last minute. And usually she tells him everything way far in advance. So the fact that she is planning a trip and it happened so suddenly, it has Neil kind of, he's definitely raising his eyebrows, like, what does she have going on? When she goes on this trip, she meets a young man named Royal. Okay, Royal is described as this very handsome man, I'm not going to lie. And when Charm meets him on the beach, she introduces herself as Nicole, because she feels like this is just I shouldn't even be talking to this man, so I'm not going to tell him my real name. I'm going to tell him my name is Nicole. So I said, okay, Charm, like, I see you, girl, you, whatever. But at the same time, it's clear that Neil is the only man she's ever been with. That's all she knows. So I'm excited. And I'm like, where is this going to go? Because Royal is actually best friends with her best friend's man. So I'm like, girl, I hope y'all don't get caught up. And even her friends are a little surprised at her dipping off and sneaking out to go spend time with this man. And she tells the man off rip, like, listen, I am married, so this is not that. Like, we're not getting intimate, none of this is happening, wherever. Charm develops feelings for this man fast, and what I love to see was that Royal was feeling her too. Like, oh, Royal really went out and just spoiled her. Like, he showed her how a woman should be treated, and it made her feel so good. And she realized, like, my own husband doesn't even listen to me like this. Like, my own husband isn't even attentive to me in this way. So I was so happy for her. Without saying too much, when the trip is over and it's time for her to go home, Charm is not ready to go back to the reality of her life. Like, she dang near wakes up ready to cry because she doesn't want to have to leave Royal. And when she wakes up to flowers and just gifts and just affection. But he has already left because he didn't want to make leaving too hard. It gets to the point where Charm has to really decide, is she gonna go through with renewing her vows to a man that she can't stand and that she has to accept is clearly cheating on her to not disappoint her family? Or is she going to go pursue her relationship with Mr. Royal? This book had some twists and turns in it, I promise you. I was not anticipating it, okay? I absolutely hated Neil before the book was over. And I was like, why did you do my girl Charm like this? Like, why was that ever? It's never that serious, and it's not necessary to sit here and play with somebody you two-timing dog. Like, that was not called for. I love this book. I don't know if I've ever read a book by Bonnie Blanco. It will not be the last time. If you read a book by this author, go ahead and drop the book name below because I'm ready to read another book by her. It was available on Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, I know I'm a Kindle Unlimited junkie, so that's all it takes for me to go ahead and be interested in a book is me seeing a good storyline, a cute little cover, and it being on Kindle Unlimited. And it has to be like less than 200 pages because I don't want to read a whole crazy long book. I can't do it. I absolutely love this book. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I have another short novella coming next month. It is right here. It's available for 99 cents on Amazon. It is called You Thought You Changed That Nigga, all right? I am so excited. I'm excited for this book to drop. I'm excited. It already has pre-orders that are coming in. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported me thus far, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next book review. Bye.